Hello, everyone. Welcome to another assessment for CAA aspirants. This time, we will be reviewing questions for young organs. Let's start the ball rolling with Dr. Janine Chen. Good evening, Dr. Janine.
Good evening, Doc. Good evening, classmate.
Okay, so lung substances, what would be your answer?
The true chi.
Okay, actually, it's like this. What do you see in the lung? The lung is being a yin organ, supposed to store something. So obviously, you will find air,
Air. Okay, so
qi,
yun pala.
because it descends the qi, and of course, wei qi. No?
Nutritive defense wei chi. Yes.
Yeah. Then what about the spleen? So what do you think would it contain?
The
Of
spleen,
course.
the blood.
Yes, of course. Blood and qi,
Yes.
and also food, of course.
Food chi.
For the heart, what are the substances? Obviously, number one is,
Also the blood.
of course, and then the yin,
Gathering.
the yang. Yeah, yin, yang. Next, we go to the
Yun.
kidney substances. Obviously, you have your two types of essences, right?
The marrow. Also, di ba,
Essence,
Doc?
the yin and the
The
yang.
essence. Yin and yang essence.
The liver. This is what makes the liver particularly very
Pure substance.
blood and
The
yin.
blood and
Stomach substances. Of course, you have also yin and
yin.
also blood. No? Small intestine substances. Of course, you have your, okay, what's the number one? Siyempre may pagkain pa yan, food, no? And
Food.
also, if you remember,
Fluid.
we separate the pure from impure, so it contains fluid.
Fluid.
Now, urinary bladder substances obviously contain,
Fluid.
of course. Large intestine substances, they have food.
Food and
Stomach substances, naulit, food and fluid, right?
fluid.
Gallbladder substances or substance would be,
Bile.
yes, sanjiao substances.
Ayun. Mist ang nakuha ko, Doc. Tama
Actually,
ba?
always remember, I think I have a lot of questions for sanjiao because I did not realize how important it is. So it is not an organ, but it's supposed to represent the three compartments, no? And they act as irrigation. So
Yes.
they are responsible for transmitting or convey. They act as conveyor for yuan qi or the original qi. So food and yuan qi. So controls, what do you call this? Controls ripening and rotting of food.
The stomach.
Very good. Most important of all young organs.
Nawala yung aking answers. Wala akong answer doon, Doc.
Ay, naku, napaka-importante. Like, what can you
Kidney.
live without?
Marami
Your
naman, Doc, eh.
stomach. The stomach.
Stomach.
Diba? It pairs with spleen. Controls transportation of food essences.
Spleen.
Stomach. That's
Stomach pa rin.
spleen will be transformation and transportation of fluids. Okay. Controls descending of qi.
Lungs.
No.
Huh?
Actually, the lung is supposed to govern the qi and respiration. So ito naman,
Sanjiao.
this is all about controlling. It's still the stomach, no? Origin of fluids is
The chi. Di ba?
stomach. The root of all post-heaven qi. Dapat
The
answers here.
spleen. The spleen and the stomach.
Very
Ayan,
good.
nakuha ko. Spleen and stomach,
Controls
tama?
receiving and transforming. Take note ha, hindi ito rotting and ripening. Receiving and transforming.
Receiving. Small intestines.
Very good. Separates fluids. Pure and
The
from...
large intestines.
No, it's still the small intestine. Hanggang 25
Oh.
na tayo ha. Sige. Separates clear from turbid.
Small intestines.
Very good. Okay. Whose function is this? Influences mental clarity and judgment. Now you would know what is pure and what is impure. That's why if you have impure thoughts, you have to take care of your spleen. No,
Spleen, yes,
sorry,
Doc.
of your small intestine. Sorry.
Small intestine pa rin to, Doc?
Small intestine, yes. Yan na yung nasabing pure from impure. So it influences
Okay,
mental
got it.
clarity and judgment. Receives food from small intestine. After small intestine, what comes next?
The large
Very
intestine.
good, large intestine. Reabsorbs some of the fluids and it excretes the stools.
Large intestines.
Okay. Only young organ that doesn't deal with food, drink, and waste products. It stores bile, which is a refined product, and one of the extraordinary food. What is the organ?
Gallbladder.
Gallbladder. Sige, gawin na natin hanggang 30. Mabdali lang. Function of the... Whose function is this?
Gallbladder pa rin, Doc.
Okay. The organ that is responsible for controlling judgment and decisions.
Gallbladder.
Okay, very good. Decision maker to.
Dami nga.
Controls the sinews.
Liver.
No. It's always the gallbladder, right?
Really?
Yeah. Because it's the young. Kasi movement yan eh. No? So obviously the liver is the yin component, pero the main actor here would be the gallbladder. Kaya GB34, if you remember, is the influential point of the tendons, the sinews. Number 29, stores, excretes urine, ay napakadali, participates in transformation of fluids necessary for production of urine. What is your answer?
The bladder. The bladder, Doc.
Yeah, urinary bladder. And last one, as promised, whose function is this? Removes water by chi transformation. Ibig sabihin, if it cannot transform the chi, then it will retain water. No? Kaya napaka-importante na active yung chi nito. Whose function?
Di ba bladder chi transforming together with the kidney yan?
Okay, yes. Very good. That's the bladder. Thank you very much. I'm not asking you to go, but you have guests. Thank you so much, Dr. Janine.
Thank you, Doc. We'll see the rest of LAMP tomorrow here.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Good luck on your event tomorrow. And I have I expect a lot. I'll take pictures, then post them on the group chats. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doc. God bless.
Thank you. Let's go to Dr. Templo. Okay lang, Dr. Templo? 31.
Yes, Doc. Copy, Doc.
Very easy lang po ngayon, kaya maaga tayo matatapos. Nakakahiya. Okay, I think I will have to make you answer 50 questions. Okay.
Okay po.
Until somebody else arrives. Gusto mo sumali, Ma'am Leia? Okay. Now, alam naman natin na the Prime Minister, is the heart. Yeah, and the governor is the liver. So all the others are officials. So what is the official in charge of irrigation? And it controls water passages.
The sanjiao po.
Very good. Name but no form.
Still the sanjiao.
Original chi. Siya yung nagko-convey ng original chi. What is this?
The sanjiao po.
Very good.
Yuan chi.
It resides in the lower half of the abdomen, between the kidneys, spreads to organs via the triple burner, enters the 12 channels, and emerges at the yuan source points. What is this?
It's still the sanjiao po.
Sanjiao, very good. Okay. This is which part of the sanjiao, but there are 3 parts, no? Would represent the mist, distributes liquids all over the body by the lungs in the form of fine vapor.
It's the upper triple burner.
Okay, or the upper warmer, or the upper sanjiao. Next, the function is to disperse the lungs and also the mist. So when you talk about the mist, it's the what?
The upper triple burner.
Very good. Now, this is called the maceration chamber.
Yeah, the middle triple burner.
Very good. Digestion and transportation of food and drink. Burner, we're talking about the burner here.
Yes,
Right.
po. It's the middle triple burner.
Very good. Transportation of nourishment extracted from food to all parts of the body.
It's the middle triple burner.
Okay. Between the diaphragm and the umbilicus, it includes the stomach, spleen, gallbladder.
It's the middle triple burner location and organs.
Okay, remember that. Yeah, stomach, spleen, and gallbladder. This is called the ditch, separation of food essences into a clean and dirty part with the excretion of dirty part.
This is now the lower triple burner.
Very good. Below the umbilicus, liver, it includes the liver, kidney, intestines, and bladder.
This is the lower triple burner location and its organs.
Okay, very good. Diaphragm and above, the heart, lungs, pericardium, throat, and head.
The upper triple burner location and the organs.
Okay. What organ controls receiving and transforming? Wala na tayo sa Sanjiao, ha?
Yes, po. It's the small intestine.
Very good. Small intestine separates what from what?
It separates pure and impure fluids.
Okay, pure from impure. Discernment
Pure
is the mental aspect of what organ?
It's from the small intestine.
Very good. Okay. When we dream, this organ is the one to blame if meron kang dreams na ganito. And what are those dreams? So first, we need to know the excess, a small intestine excess, and small intestine deficiency. So for excess.
For excess, this is about dreaming of crowds. This is caused by the parasites. When one has long intestinal parasites, one will dream of fights and mutual destruction. The other is deficiency. Dreams of, I don't know, not anymore. It's every excess.
Yeah, deficiency. Kasi meron tayong dalawang klase, no? You'll have small intestine excess, small intestine deficiency. So sa deficiency, what do you dream of?
Large cities.
Very good. So you go to New York or Manila, okay? BGC. So yon. So excess and deficiency. So if you dream of parasites, if you dream of crowds, and the longer the parasite, that means you are dreaming of a fight and a mutual destruction. And then pag deficient naman, you dream of big cities. What is the function of the gallbladder?
It stores and excretes bile. It controls judgment and decision. It controls the sinews.
Okay, so when do we know that meron na tayong dysfunction of the gallbladder?
When there is vomiting, belching, and nausea.
Okay, very good. What is the only extraordinary young organ?
It's the gallbladder.
Good. It does not deal with food, drink, and waste products. The only young organ that does not communicate with exterior. The only young organ that stores bile. What organ controls decisiveness?
It's the gallbladder.
The gallbladder controls what tissue?
Sinews.
Yes.
Sinews.
What is the mental aspect of the gallbladder?
I'm sure. Wait.
Mental aspect.
Mental aspect, initiation, courage. It makes decisions and makes changes.
That's why it's called gallbladder, the gall, no? The daring, your daringness. Changes. So if you do not make changes anymore, It's either you're so timid or you have a very poor gallbladder function. The upright official that makes decisions.
It's the gallbladder.
Official in charge of receiving, being filled, and transforming.
The small intestines.
Official in charge of irrigation, controls water passages.
It's the sanjiao.
Official in charge of food storage.
It's the stomach.
Official in charge of passage and conduction.
The large intestine.
District capital. It is called a district capital. It stores fluids. It's excreted by the power of qi. So ibig sabihin, you cannot excrete the fluids if mahina ang qi.
There's lack of qi. Yes. It's the urinary bladder.
Good. Dreams of flights, trials, and suicide. Lumilipad.
Gallbladder.
Execution. Suicide.
Yeah,
Gallbladder. Negative, no? Yung flight lang lumilipad. Control sinews and decisiveness, paulit-ulit.
It's the gallbladder again.
Okay, gallbladder mental aspect for deficiency and excess. So pag deficient yung gallbladder, what will you have?
There's indecisiveness, timidity, easily got discouraged, depression.
You become depressed.
And for excess, yes. Depression.
Yeah, pag excess.
And for excess, it's slightly manic.
Very good. Awakens early in the morning and unable to fall asleep again. So what is the pattern?
It's the gallbladder
Deficiency.
It has an influence, yes, deficiency.
Yeah. So that means you have to tonify the gallbladder, no? I have patients who are like that. Its decision-making helps all 11 other meridians, organ.
It's the gallbladder.
Okay. Dysfunction is manifested as nausea, vomiting, and belching.
It's a gallbladder dysfunction.
The small intestine receives food and drink from what young organ?
From the stomach, and it separates clear from turbid.
The small intestine sends pure fluids to what young organ?
Urinary bladder.
Yes. So the small intestine sends impure fluids to the
small intestine to the large intestine.
Very good. Discernment to establish clarity before making decision, what organ?
Small intestine.
Dreams of crowds indicate what?
Excess. Small intestine, excess.
That means you have parasites.
Parasites.
Excess, no? Kasi presence of pathogen. Yun. So, if you always dream of crowds, tapos kamot ka ng kamot, so that means you're not gaining weight, you're actually losing weight, so that there must be parasites. Dreams of large cities.
It's a deficiency of the small intestine.
Very good. Transforms the power of qi in all Zhang Fu.
It's the Sanjiao Yuan Qi.
Controls transportation and penetration of the qi.
Sanjiao po.
Controls water passages, excretion of fluids.
Sanjiao pa rin po.
Avenue of all types of qi. Napakadami niyang functions. Still.
Yes. The Sanjiao po.
Yes. What are the fluids excreted from the upper, middle, and lower jaw? Let's start with the upper jaw.
For the upper jaw, it's the sweat.
Middle jaw.
Middle jaw, stomach fluid.
And then
the lower jaw, the urine.
Very good. The mobilizer of Yuan Qi or original Qi.
It's the Sanjiao pa rin.
Okay. What do each burners let out? Ano yung binubuga ng mga each of the 3 burners?
The Sanjiao functions of maintaining free passage and of letting out or excreting out. For the upper jiao, the defensive qi; for the middle jiao, the nutritive qi; and for the lower jiao, the fluids.
Very good. So the upper jiao, because you have the lungs there, you have the defensive qi. So we can say that the lung qi controls the weight qi, no? So for the nutritive qi, it's the middle burner, and for the fluids, the lower burner. Dreams of flying. Ano to? Deficient or excess?
Deficient, Sanjiao emptiness.
Yeah, deficient Sanjiao or Sanjiao emptiness.
Deficiency.
Dreams of falling.
Indicates Sanjiao fullness.
Yeah, Sanjiao fullness or excess. Fullness is also known as excess, no? Controls the receiving.
It's the stomach.
Origin of qi or blood.
The stomach.
Controls descending of qi.
The stomach pa rin po.
Origin of fluids, paulit-ulit.
The stomach pa rin po.
Okay. Easily suffers from fire or phlegm fire. So, ang dami nitong ganitong pasyente. So what young organ easily suffers from phlegm fire or fire?
The stomach pa rin po.
Dreams of eating a large meal.
It's the stomach and dreams deficiency.
Okay. Transports qi of food to pulses.
So it's the stomach pa rin po.
Stomach is the gate to what organ?
The kidneys.
Kidneys. Okay.
Yes.
Mental confusion. Okay, if you have imbalances in this young organ, you'll have mental confusion, severe anxiety, hyperactive.
It's the stomach.
Severe phlegm, shutting oneself indoors, uncontrolled talking. So ayun, parang nag-iba na, no? So what is the pattern here involving the stomach?
It's stomach fire.
Yeah, stomach phlegm fire or stomach fire. Stomach likes or dislikes wetness?
It do likes.
Yes. That is why you should always drink or have warm water or soup before a meal. Controls passage and conduction.
The large intestines.
Transforms stools, reabsorbs fluids.
Large intestines, right?
Influences aspects of letting go and not dwelling in the past.
The large intestines.
Okay. You will notice that those who have lost someone, who cannot move on, they have issues with their large intestine and the lungs. Dreams of open field.
This is large intestines pa rin po.
Large intestine deficiency. Large intestine qi ascends or descends? Obviously,
Descends.
yeah. Okay. What type of deficiency ng LI is characterized by breathlessness?
Large excreting role.
Okay.
Large excreting role deficiency.
Large intestine, yeah. Removes water by qi transformation.
Urinary bladder.
The urinary bladder receives clear fluids from
the small intestine and transformed there into urine, which is excreted.
Okay, then excreted as urine. Okay, when you have jealousy, suspicion, and holding of long-standing grudges, you may have issues with the...
Urinary bladder.
Okay, so try to take note of this, no? Tapos ba maraming problema sa bladder? Ay, nako, mamaya na lang, wag na. Okay. Dreams of voyages. Voyage, travel and travel. Oh,
Trouble. Urinary bladder deficiency.
Okay, mahina yung chi niya. So that means
Voyages.
nagre-retain ng water. Hindi siya nakaka-excrete. Kidney relies in the urinary bladder to excrete
Impure fluids.
Yes. So meron talaga silang relasyon kidney and bladder. Okay, what is the spleen yang's opposite?
The stomach yin.
Very good. It descends the turbid downwards. What direction?
The stomach flow direction. It's the stomach flows direction.
Yes. Burping. Diba, you've heard the people na nagbo-burp, nausea, vomiting, hiccups.
The burp.
So anong condition po ito ng ng stomach?
Stomach counterflow.
Yeah, or stomach rebelling, no? Or rebellious stomach chi. So this is a sign of a very weak stomach, no? Carries out spleen's orders, still raising the clear and unpacking.
It's the small intestines.
Very good. Small intestine plays a secondary role in
fluid physiology.
Great. Small intestine descends the clear of the turbid to where?
To the urinary bladder.
So this is the thin, clear, papunta sa urinary bladder,
Very
excreted as urine. Tapos yung isa naman, the turbid of the turbid, which is thicker, saan niya pinapadala?
To the large intestine.
Very good. Heart fire and turbid or clear product of fluid physiology. Where do they drain?
Small intestine.
Okay, ganito yan. The heart and small intestine, they are interiorly, exteriorly related. So, pag masyadong malakas yung heart fire, it will be, the yang will be transmitted to the small intestine. And this will manifest as yung urination mo mainit, no? Burning urination. Why? Because the small intestine would transmit or send the thin fluid to the bladder. Kaya yung iba, mainit yung pag-ihi. So there should always be an element of may heart issue, no? So ibig sabihin affected si heart. So this is hindi yung puro lang UTI. Yes, makes sense. And also bladder and the small intestine, they belong to they have the same polarity. Remember, the bladder is the foot taiyang, while the small intestine is the hand taiyang. Okay? So heart, small intestine. So you should try to understand bakit yun nangging ganon. So take a look at the tongue. So pag heart fire, titingnan mo yung tongue pulang-pula. So obviously there is an infection, no? But again, pabalik-balik lang yan. Kaya if you notice these people, paulit-ulit hanggang sa naging resistant na sila sa antibiotic, nakaka-bore na paulit-ulit. So why not treat the heart? Okay? Using the 5 elements. Now it's getting clearer, right?
Yes.
So it drains to the small intestine. Who is the official in charge of receiving, being filled, and transforming?
It's the small intestine.
Very good. Official in charge of passage and conduction.
Large intestines.
holds the office of the vast prefecture, yung malaking field, no? So hot and damp.
The urinary bladder.
Yes, urinary bladder. Kaya, ganito yan, ha? Especially when you got mud, no? Diba, does it make sense? The bladder, magkakaroon ng issue because tinansmit ni small intestine yung fire galing sa heart. So there must be an element of suspicion or jealousy, yung mga ganon. Okay. And your patient will be surprised. So first you have to look at the tongue. It's quite red. See? Lalo na yung tip. Oh, red na yung tongue, mas red pa yung tip. Okay? So there you could really see that talagang connected talaga. The front third and the posterior third. Remember? Yeah. Nasa ano ang ano eh. So if it's about the pag-iihi, you immediately know that it's the bladder. Nakakaroon ng damp heat. No? Yan. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Medyo weird, but now we're beginning to realize this. Holds the office of irrigation.
It's the sanjiao.
Very good. Large intestine, regular flow. Paano ang flow ng large intestine?
It flows down and out.
Very good. Large intestine counterflow. Meron ba?
There's no counterflow, but could have stasis.
Yes. Large intestine function or jobs.
It transforms stools, reabsorbs fluids, not too dry and not too wet.
The pivot between engagement and decision making.
It's the gallbladder pivot point.
Okay. So, kaya tinatawag itong Shaoyang, no? So we have the Taiyang, then the Yangming. So in between would be the Shaoyang, lesser yang. You follow? Sa kalagitnaan. Created by dryness in the lungs.
Constipation.
Why is this so? Because, like, you wouldn't ever think na may kinalaman ang lungs if you did not know TCM, right? Now you understand that the metal element consists of the lungs and its interiorly, exteriorly related organ, the large intestine. Okay, so if there is lung dryness, that means yung lungs mo, which is supposed to be more yin, nag-dry na. So na-transmit na yan siya to the large intestine. Okay?
That causes constipation.
Yes. Stores the clear essence, stores bile for excretion.
The gallbladder.
Okay. The vast prefecture ang tawag.
Hot and dump.
Yeah, the
Urinary bladder.
Dump heat yan siya, the urinary bladder. No? Medyo iba yung ihi. What happens in the urinary bladder?
The kidney yang steams the fluids.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin, you need the kidney yang for the urinary bladder to perform its work. The fluids move through what?
Sanjiao.
Sanjiao. Actually, ito yung interstitial fluid na tinatawag sa medicine. The source of fluids for the lungs?
The urinary bladder.
Okay. So, kailangan tayo uminom. Controls the opening and closing of the orifices.
The kidney qi.
Very good. So, pag ihi ng ihi, no, they cannot control their urination. Yung mayroong incontinence, you have to tonify the kidneys. What do you call the qi that moves through the sanjiao?
It's the original chi or the yuan chi.
Yuan chi or the primordial chi. Yeah. Okay, the mist, the Sanjiao reference refers to what function?
Respiratory diffusion.
Very good. The marsh, which is in reference to Sanjiao, actually is
It's the healthy digestion.
healthy digestion. The ditch, in reference to Sanjiao, is
The elimination.
okay. The tong in Chinese medicine
Means free and clear passage.
Sanjiao is special. Why is Sanjiao special?
It's special because it's how the fluids are recycling in the body and moves to areas not connected by blood and chi.
Okay. So, naaabot niya yung hindi naaabot ng blood or chi. So, it is always important to actually use the Sanjiao. So, what is the Sanjiao? The Sanjiao's interiorly, exteriorly related organ.
The pericardium.
Very good. It moves the minister fire.
The Sanjiao. Fire.
Okay. What are the organs of passage? The Zhang or the Fu?
The Fu organs.
Very good. The organs of storage, the Zhang or the Fu?
The Zhang organs.
The most important, extraordinary Fu. It regulates menstruation, conception, and pregnancy.
It's the uterus.
Okay. Why is the uterus called a Zhang organ? How does the uterus function as a Zhang organ? Sorry.
It stores the fetus.
Okay, of course. Now you understand. Ang Zhang is all about storing. The only organ that doesn't have a direct connection to the uterus.
It's the lungs.
Okay. The two organs that provide blood for menstruation.
It's the uterus and the liver.
Very good. Okay. What is the role of the uterus and the kidney in women's health?
The kidney essence provides the eggs for menstruation. It's the kidney essence.
Yeah, kidney essence. Okay. Ano naman role ng uterus and the heart?
It says when to ovulate and when to bleed.
Okay, that is why kung may heart issue ang pasyente, you should expect issues with menstruation, with ovulation, no? Okay, what about the uterus and the spleen, ang relationship nila?
It holds the blood in the uterus.
Uterus and liver.
It provides the blood for menstruation.
Okay. Uterus and stomach. Bakit? Yeah.
Morning sickness.
Yes. So you need to learn how to deal with this, no? What is called the sea of marrow?
It's the brain.
Yes. What nourishes the brain?
It's the marrow.
The palace of marrow. It's called the palace of marrow. Okay, gustong-gusto natin to.
The bone.
The batch. Direct
Gustong-gustong
extension of the
kainin.
function of the heart, the vehicle for circulation.
The blood vessels.
Yes. Quality or reflection of the arteries.
The pulse.
Yeah. The sea of chi refers to what?
The functional ability to breathe.
Very good. The sea of blood is the
Vessel.
or the
Has
penetrating
most
vessel
material connection.
as volume and pressure. Okay. Sea of water and grains.
It's the stomach.
Sea of marrow.
The brain again.
Again. What three chi does the triple burner control? So hindi lang ano ha, hindi siya yung conveyor ng yuan chi or primordial chi, but it also controls the three other types of chi. And what are they?
For the upper burner, the gathering chi, it has the zong chi.
Yes.
For the middle burner, the nutritive chi, it has the yin chi. And for the lower burner, the defensive chi, it has the original chi or the yuan chi.
From the kid. Yeah, okay. Very good. What chi movements does the triple burner control? There are only 4.
It controls the transportation and penetration of chi.
Ano yung 4 na movements na kinokontrol? We have the ascending, descending, the entering, and the exiting.
And exiting. Yun pa yun.
Yung chi movements. What organ helps the triple burner control the smooth flow of chi? Siyempre, obvious na obvious to.
The liver.
Very good. What structures does triple burner control the flow of chi entering and exiting? Yeah.
The lungs. I'm sure, Doc.
Okay, sige, I'll share this. The channels, napaka-importante yan, no? The space between the skin and muscles where you have your truly, yung ano, yung saan yung wei chi. The triple burner cavities, fat tissue, membranes, bones, the mind, spirit, or shan, and the joints. Don't worry, I'll give this. I'll post this mamaya sa group chat. Triple burner transforms what fluids in the respective cavities? O paulit-ulit na lang. We're almost done.
Yeah, for the upper burner, sweat at the chest cavity. For the middle burner, the abdominal cavity, it's the maceration, it's the stomach fluids. And for the lower burner, at the pelvic cavity, it's the urine, the drainage.
Very good. What does the tongue coating reflect?
It reflects the state of the young organs, especially the stomach.
Okay, the stomach chi, no? What is a normal tongue coating?
The normal.
How do you describe a normal tongue coating? Thin and white coating.
Thin and
white coating. Very good. Okay, what's the spleen and stomach relationship?
Spleen and stomach are responsible for transportation to the limbs of food essences.
Okay, stomach is the origin of the fluids, and the spleen will transform, will separate and transform these fluids. And then the spleen chi relies on stomach chi. So they always work together. In fact, very common yung tinatawag na spleen chi deficiency and stomach chi deficiency. That's very, very common. What's the mental aspect of the stomach? Kanina pa to.
The stomach easily suffers from fire or phlegm fire. Have plenty of answers on this, though. I don't know.
Excess patterns, mania.
Excess patterns.
Where does the small intestine send fluids? Kanina pa to. Okay, where does it send the pure?
The small intestine sends the pure to the urinary bladder and the impure to the large intestines.
Okay, actually part of it, ganito 'di ba? From the stomach, 'di ba hinihiwalay niya yung the spleen will have
Fluids.
to convert or transform the food into food chi, no? And then it separates the pure chi from the impure chi. So the pure chi, papadala niya sa spleen. Okay? But we're talking about fluids here. So the impure, papadala niya sa, yung impure fluids, papadala niya sa large intestine, and
the pure,
pinapadala niya sa bladder. So it affects the bladder. So what's the large intestine relationship to the lungs?
I'm not sure of my answer here, Doc.
Okay, actually they are interiorly, exteriorly related. No? So if you have lung qi deficiency, hindi siya mag-descend to help the large intestine move the food. Okay. So one will go down, both will go down actually. So kailangan mag-assist. Nakadepende si large intestine qi sa lung qi.
From the lung qi. Okay.
So if you have lung qi deficiency, if you have difficulty, like if you have shortness of breath, no, you cannot actually help the large intestine move the food. So what will happen? So pag hindi
there will be constipation.
Hindi magde-descend si lung qi, you will have breathlessness. So mayroong impact ang large intestine on the skin through the lungs, which is governing it. No? Kaya nakikita natin si skin. What provides heat to digestive organs?
The minister fire.
Yeah. The minister of fire, of ministerial fire, via the gallbladder.
Yeah.
Gallbladder function of controlling the sinews. Ano to? So the liver, what happens here? The liver will nourish the sinews with its blood. Pero actually, nagko-control ng sinews would be the gallbladder. And the role of the liver is to provide the sinews with the blood. Nourish niya. And the gallbladder, because it is in control, it will provide the qi. So there's a difference between blood and qi. Right? Diba qi is more young. So trabaho yan ni gallbladder. Okay? Kaya, if nagka-problema ka, like nagalit ka, no? Yung iba, sumasakit yung mga muscles, sumasakit yung mga joints. Okay? So you have to really look at the tongue. Now, the organ comparison in decision making. Let's start with the liver. You have this? Okay, I'll share it with you. The liver is about imagining life from the ethereal. No? Actually, this is connected to heaven. No? Ang kidneys, liver kasi is all about the coming and going of the ethereal soul. So, kung nawala na yung imagination mo of the good life, wala ka ng vision, so that means you're not parang hindi positive yung, if you're not positive, you cannot make good decisions. And kidneys will come in because it is responsible for the willpower. Kaya kung mahina po yung kidneys natin, mahina din yung ating willpower. Now, for the small intestine, for clear analysis, this is where you can make you can discern. You will know what is right, what is wrong. Remember? So they all have to contribute. Ang gallbladder naman is about courage. In fact, kaya tinawag yan na gallbladder, the gall, the courage to make a choice. So kung wala ka ring courage, affected din yun, di ba? All of this. And the Shen will integrate all aspects of the process. So here, you have an interplay of liver kidney, small intestine, gallbladder, and finally the heart. Okay, what are the functions of the bladder, Doctora? We're almost done.
Inubos ko na yata, Doc.
Oo nga eh, wala sige, di bale na. No problem.
It, it removes water by chi transformation. And the urinary bladder receives clear fluids from small intestine and transforms this into urine which is excreted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And always remember, people who are very suspicious about a lot of things, who are jealous, they have issues with their bladder. And whatever bakshu point is involved, yun yung organ na affected. Okay? The kidneys rely on to move the dirty fluid. So kailangan din yan ng kidney. The kidneys will have to rely on the bladder chi to move the dirty fluids. So what are the organs that aid bladder function? Do you have the answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think this one, the small intestine, the heart, the central, the liver, and the lungs.
Okay. So first we have the kidney yang to provide warmth. The warmth will actually make the bladder perform its function, diba? Qi. Kidney yang. Kaya if you have kidney yang deficiency, this is not going to happen. Then the small intestine will provide a clean fluid. Clean fluid, diba? Sa bladder yon. Pure fluid rather. Tapos yung heart chi will descend to the small intestine. So may kinalaman din yan sa fluid. Okay? And then the liver chi will open the urethra, the bladder will excrete. The lung chi and the kidney chi. Remember, ang kidney chi will anchor the lung chi. So kung mahina yung kidney chi, how can you anchor the lung chi? So this will provide the warmth and the bladder will excrete. So ganun po ka complex. So what I'm trying to say is that all of the organs really play really contribute something, no? Next, the last one. What do kidneys do to the bladder?
The kidneys relies on the urinary bladder to move and excrete some of their dirty fluids.
Okay. Actually, it will send the dirty fluids to be excreted doon. So syempre pag hindi rin gumagalaw, hindi rin efficiency bladder, wala rin mangyayari. And it warms via the gate of life. No? So thank you very much, Doctora, for being a very good sport. And I think kulang na lang yung exam and I think you can get a perfect score. No? Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you so much. So